is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we are gonna talk about the Shaquille O'Neal limited time takeover packs coming to NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. We're gonna start by talking about this week's Kobe Bryant takeover event, okay? And the similarities they share is neither of their endgame cards are in packs. Now, is it a big deal for Shaq? Yeah, it is still a big deal. Is it as big of a deal? No. Because Invincible Shaq is really good. Because with the Kobe Bryant event, here's the deal, guys. Invincible Kobe wasn't that good anyways, right? And so even if you would have got Invincible Kobe from Unlimited, from Triple Threat, whatever, he isn't that good. Invincible Shaq, on the other hand, is absolutely incredible and one of the best power forwards in the game. And as you guys can see, like Shaq, that Invincible Shaq shown here, he is going to be on both online and offline boards. And so that is going to improve things for this event. Now, in general, guys, like I've said it the past 2 weeks, the way you guys need to think of this event is a way to make some sort of MT, right? It's just an extra added bonus with everything we've already got, which isn't much. I'm gonna be honest, there's not a lot of ways to make MT outside of this, but this is your basically best way. Now, I still don't understand why it excludes co-op, right? Why can after every co-op win do you not get a SHAQ TAKEOVER player? I don't know. That really doesn't make sense to me, because if this was included in co-op, co-op would be the best mode probably for each and every one of us to grind. But obviously, without co-op, you're probably looking at Triple Threat offline as being your best method to make MT, and then Triple Threat online being that next best option. Now again, you got a Ruby, Ami, Diamond, Shaqs with some Galaxy Opals, and then obviously the Dark Matters. Here's the deal, guys. You're going to pull more Ami and Ruby Shaqs than anything else, which in turn, you're just going to have to turn around and quick sell. The Kobe Bryant event was, again, strictly for MT. But I pulled a lot of jerseys. I pulled a lot of shoes. I pulled a lot of those type of things. And it's going to be the same type of thing with Shaq. You're going to pull some Shaq shoes. You're going to pull lots of Shaq jerseys. You're going to pull the arenas. It's going to be very rare for anybody to get the Invincible Shaq. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've played probably close to 200 Triple Threat offline games alone, and I haven't seen the Kenyon Martin on boards, and I have yet to see whether it's Invincible T-Mac, Kobe, or the Shaq. I mean, I obviously, am I likely going to see Shaq? Probably not. But there are some people who have seen him, whether it's out of the vault, whether it is out of, the takeover packs as well. I do like these events though, because again, outside of this, what is your best way of making MT? I would love to know, because outside of this, there's really not a good way to make MT. And again, you guys can disagree if you want to. Playing Unlimited, you're not making a lot of MT doing that. Whether it's Triple Threat offline, Triple Threat online, you're not making much MT doing that. This is the best way for us as a community to probably make MT. It really is. This SHAQ takeover, I do think is, just a really solid way to do so. Now, again, you are probably going to have to quick sell most of the Shaqs that you do get, which, again, is just a way of making MT. The auction houses came down a ton, and that's another thing I do want to kind of bring to your attention is, if you play Triple Threat offline this weekend for, let's say, 4 or 5 hours, you're probably going to be able to afford one of the endgame players. Now, again, probably one of the cheaper endgames, so whether that's KD, whether that's, PG, PG's not cheap, whether it's KD, whether it's somebody else, that is something, again, to just think about as I'm going through this. But it doesn't take that much MT with the way the market is at right now to kind of come up, okay? And so don't think of these takeover packs of, oh, well, I'm not going to pull Invincible Shaq anyways. The way I feel like everybody needs to think about it is, you know what? It's going to be just a way for me to add some extra MT to my collection so that, come down the road, down the line a little bit, I'll be able to really, whether it's a Ford Bobo, whether it's, work on, getting the endgame taco, endgame when they come out. Just helping you guys out in general should be your main goal with this. Now, again, that's just kind of my opinion on things. You guys have to have your own opinions, but that's the big thing for me is if you can find a way to utilize this to your advantage by just playing the game, and that turns into you guys having some extra MT down the road, that is the important takeaway that I personally would take away from this whole event. Again, I am really kind of dissatisfied with the fact that there is no endgame option for Shaq. I think that could have been a good option for the Kobe, especially, and for Shaq. Imagine if instead of the other Phenoms Dark Matter, it was endgame and Invincible Shaq. Be a little more hyped heading into this event. Obviously, that's not the case today, and you know, this is what we've got, but with everything being said, I still do like this event. I don't understand from 2K's point of view, why not give us some end game options? I don't get it. Does it really hurt 2K to put some of those in here as far as, you know, just able to get? They could decrease the odds, you know, really bad, but just able to get endgame cards, I do feel like would be helpful in this. Although Invincible Shaq is nearly just as good as the endgame cards in general. I don't know. That's just kind of my whole thing. This is getting to be the point where I get it, right? These takeover events are cool, but what if they do this for LeBron and there's not an endgame card? It's just going to be really disappointing, and I definitely could see that coming, whether it's next week or sometime really soon. With these type of takeovers, you just gotta hope the Invincibles are good, and at least with T-Mac and Shaq, those are two of the best Invincibles you can have. So hopefully 2K decides, you know what, let's give out more and more endgame cards in the future weeks, because us as a community with barely anything else to grind for, like the mode rewards stink, we're in desperate need of that. So that's just, again, my opinion on things. You guys can let me know your opinion on the takeover Shaq coming to my team tomorrow. Is that something you're excited to grind for? Or is it something that you're like, it's cool, it's a good way to make MT, but it's not something I really care about? Let me know that down below in the comments. For me, I'm not really worried about Invincible Shaq necessarily, but let's say I got Shaq after an unlimited game, guys, for my no money spent. He would 100% make the squad, okay? So don't get it misconstrued. At least with Kobe, or like with Kobe, I wasn't really excited about it, because even if I would have got the Invincible Kobe, he wouldn't have made the squad. With Shaq, he's absolutely making the squad. So at least we do have that going for us. That's gonna wrap it up, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.